Hi guys, I'm Liz. Welcome to class. We're going to do a quick 20-minute session and hopefully feel really great at the end. So all you need today is just your mat and then let's get cracking, okay? So let's go. So I'm going to get you just to start standing in the middle of your mat facing towards me and allow both your arms to be down by your sides so you're opening up your chest, your collarbones are wide. First of all, I just want you to kind of activate through the arms and feel as though you're reaching your fingertips down towards the floor. So we're not just hanging into this. Reach your fingertips down and draw the head back ever so slightly on top of the rest of the spine. From here, I simply want you to bring the weight of your body forwards towards your toes and then slowly bring the weight of your body back into your heels. So just a little bit of movement through the feet. Let's heat ourselves up from the feet and work our way up. Come forwards towards the toes, back towards the heels. And again, come forwards to the toes, back to the heels. Now find your center, your happy place. Take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to nod your chin towards your chest. We're slowly going to start to drop the arms down, relaxing the back of the neck. Now place a bend into your knees at the beginning of class here, just so we don't create any tension, unnecessary tension. Take an inhale. Now as you exhale, I want you to push your pelvis forwards as you lift all the way back up, restacking head on top of spine, sitting up really nice and tall, opening up across the front of the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale here, nodding your chin back down towards your chest, keeping a little bit of the weight forwards, and let's bend into the knees again as we go down. Inhale. Exhale, now push back up through the toes, start to restack. Can you push your pelvis even more forwards, lifting all the way back up? We're gonna go one more time, but this time, remember I got you to bring the weight forwards and back. As you go down, bring the weight forwards. Feel as though you're kind of tipping forwards there, keeping the legs a little bit longer this time. And now you're gonna notice you're gonna get a deeper stretch into the backs of the legs. Hold. Can you bring the weight even more forwards towards the toes? Can you relax the back of the neck even more? Now hold, take an inhale. As you exhale, push your pelvis forwards. Can you push it even more forwards before we start to lift? There's the stretch into those hamstrings. Push even more forwards. Now restacking bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra. Your head is going to be back on top of the spine. Let's keep lengthening. Send the arms straight up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to hold my right hand is going to hold my left wrist. Now bring a little bit of weight down into your left foot. And can you lift up and over? Feel as though we're opening up there into the rib cage, into those gorgeous intercostal muscles. Now come through center, swap your grip. We're going to lift up and over there, really good stretch. And then come back to center and then drop the arms down. Okay, let's get a little bit of heat into the body. I want you to bring both your feet nice and wide here. And we're going to turn the toes outwards, the heels inwards, okay? From here, when you're ready, we're going to drop down into a deep squat. We're going to pulse for 1, 2, lift up, send the arms up towards the ceiling. Okay, you with me? So 1, 2, exhale, lift. And as you lift, feel as though you're pushing up through the heels, dropping down. 1, 2, 1, 2, again. 1, 2, lift. And now when you're ready, we're going to pause at the bottom. We're going to interlace our fingers. And I want you to feel as though you're kind of pushing your knees outwards, lifting up tall through the chest, but can you draw your belly button back slightly so you're holding onto those abdominals, holding that stability. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of footwork. I want you to slowly lift your right heel up and now control it down. And you should get the shakes or wobbles here. If you're not, you're going too fast. Lift the left heel up. Slowly drop the heel down. Lift the right heel up, control it down. So not allowing gravity to do all the work. Now, as my heel is lifting, my bum is staying at the same height. So we're really getting into the ankles. So notice, as you lift, are you rising? I want you to keep your spine at the same height. We're gonna lift and lower. Again, lift and lower. One more either side, lift and lower. Lift, lower. Now dropping here, hold. We're going to pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Can you lift both your heels? Control them both back down. There's the shakes, the wobbles. Lift both the heels. Slowly lower, don't give up. Lift both the heels. Slowly lower. We're going for 4 and lower. For 3 and lower. For 2 and lower. One more lift now, pause. Can you sink your bum a little lower? Keep those heels lifted, pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, don't lift. Drop the heels down. Pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way back up. Amazing. Okay, come to standing at the front of your mat. Your toes are going to be outside your mat. Your heels are going to be on the mat. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a stretching into the hips here. From here, when you're ready, we're going to drop down into a deep squat. We should feel that after this last exercise now. I want you to bring your elbows inside your knees, pushing your knees outwards and lifting your chest up. Now, don't worry if you're not too low in this, okay? It's taken me quite a while to get down here. So, lift the chest up, sense a space across the chest. Now, drop your fingertips to the floor. I want you to lift your bum up, that your island looks in between the legs, but keep a little bend into the knees, okay? I don't want you to lengthen those legs totally. Can you feel as though you're going to reach your tailbone up to the ceiling? Now bend back into the knees, lift the chest up. Can you push the knees outwards? That's really stretching into the hips there. Drop the fingertips back down, lift your bum up as your island looks in between the legs. Drop your bum back down, lift the chest up, push the knees outwards. Collarbones are still wide. Let's go for one more time here. Dropping the fingertips down, lifting up. And then slowly coming back down, lift the chest up. Can you pause? Can you push the knees out a little more? Can you lift the chest a little bit higher? Now, can you gracefully drop your bum to the mat? There we go. Okay, so from here, I'm going to have a hand's width in between both my feet. I'm going to hold onto the backs of my thighs, and I'm going to use my arms, my biceps to help me lift up that I'm sitting really nice and tall, so I've widened my collarbones. I'm going to do a little movement through the spine. I want you to slowly, curling pubic bone towards your nose, keeping your heels grounded. Feel as though you're falling away from your knees, okay? Take an inhale here. As you exhale, use your arms to help you. Lift all the way back up. I want you to get tall onto your sit bones, stacking the head on top of the spine. Inhale at the top, now exhale, slowly starting to round. Feel as though you're pushing the mat forwards with your tailbone as you go down, controlling. Inhale. Exhale here, lifting all the way back up, sitting up nice and tall that the head is back on top of the spine. Okay, let's let go with our arms. Sense a space across the chest. Slowly dropping down here, rounding. Maybe we'll get a little bit lower. Inhale. As you exhale, can you send both your arms straight up towards the ceiling? Can you lift up out of your lower back? Lift up, lift up, lift up. Good. Send the arms forwards. We're going to drop down again, curling, coming down. Good. Maybe we'll get a little bit lower. Inhale here. Exhale, dig deep now, lift all the way up, lift up out of your lower back, send both the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Arms go forward. Let's add on a little bit here to stretch into those hips. Feel like you're diving forwards, and as you do, allow both your knees to go out left and right, and we're really opening up into those hips. Now, as I start to come back, I'm going to bring my knees back in line with my feet. I'm going to stay going here, and maybe we'll get to the tips of the shoulder blades. If you're not there, don't worry. Slowly come down, take an inhale. Exhale, dig deep, lift all the way up. Send both the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Send the arms forwards in front of you. As we go forwards, the knees are going to widen, coming all the way forwards. As we go back, we pull our knees back in line with the feet, slowly dropping down. Sense a space across the chest. Control, control. Maybe getting to the tips of the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, digging deep, lifting all the way up. Send the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Can you get onto those sit bones? Hands come forward, and we're going to go one final time. Coming forwards here, allow the knees to widen. Slowly come back. Now this time, come back to a place where it feels good for you. We're going to hold, okay? So I don't want you to go too low. Hold. Can you open up the chest? Okay, from here, keeping your heels grounded, we're going to inhale as you send both the arms straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to exhale as you lower. Inhale, I want you to lift. Exhale, I want you to lower. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower now, hold. Try not to land with a thud, okay? Control the whole way down, using every single one of those abdominals as we come all the way to the floor. Well done. Walk your feet a little bit closer towards you, and now drop both your arms down by your sides. So my feet are hip width apart. So hip width is only a tennis ball between the feet. We all think our hips are a lot wider than they are. Be kind to yourselves. So only a tennis ball between the feet. Arms are down by our sides. Open up your chest now. Take an inhale. As you exhale now, we're going to curl the pubic bone towards your nose. So what I want you to do is imprint the spine. Now you're going to start to lift up your bum, lower back, middle back, upper back, all the way up and off from the mat. Good, holding here. My arms are on the floor for a reason. I'm pushing through the backs of my arms to support me. Inhale. As you exhale now, make a conscious effort to relax your jaw, relax your chest, your mid-back, your lower back to your sit bones, and come all the way down and feel the sit bones widen underneath you. Inhale. Exhale here, slowly start to curl, curling up, lifting all the way. Now at the top, pause. Without moving your feet. Imagine I placed a tennis ball between your knees. You're going to draw your knees so much closer together. Now you'll feel your inner thighs. Without moving your feet, can you feel as though you're going to pull your heels towards your shoulders? There's the hamstrings, the backs, the legs. Inhale. Exhale now, relax your chest, your mid-back, your lower back to your sit bones and come all the way down. On the next one, guys, we're going to go up and hold. So I want you to really round through the spine. So do you get what I mean at the beginning? I'm curling here. I'm imprinting my spine. And now I lift all the way up. So it's I get my abdominals to work to help me lift. Remember that imaginary tennis ball. Draw those knees closer. Push through the backs of the arms. Feel the heels pulling towards your shoulders. Now pause. At the top, I want you to relax your bum muscles. Switch them off. Switch them off completely. And you just drop about 1 centimeter. It's tiny. Now, like we're at the beginning of your pelvic curl, from pubic bone to nose, can you curl here? Exhale, lift back up, get that height. At the top, I want you to relax. Switch off your bum muscles. Switch off. Now, from here, pubic bone to nose, curl and exhale, lift, get the height. Again, slowly dropping down. Curl here, exhale, lift, reaching the knees forwards. Let's go one more time. We relax. Curl here, exhale, lift, hold. Now walk your feet as close together as physically possible. Now this time, instead of a tennis ball, I have a euro coin in between my knees. All the props, okay? Draw your knees closer now. From here, push through the backs of the arms. You should be burning here. I want you to open up your knees just to hip width apart. So remember, your hips aren't that wide. Exhale, now pull the knees back together. Can you squeeze the knees that you find your euro coin again? You're going to open up your knees to hip width apart. Exhale, I want you to pull those knees and squeeze. Again, 2 more, open up. Exhale, pull the knees and squeeze. 1 more time, we open. Exhale, pull the knees and squeeze. Now walk those feet back to hip width apart, hold. Send both your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Send them up and overhead behind you if that feels okay in your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Oh, there we go, we made it. Okay, leaving your arms behind you. Now notice, with the hands behind you, do you have this big arch in your back there? Can you see a big pocket of air in that mid-back? I certainly have. So what I'm going to do is lift my hands slightly up and then allow my back ribs to sink down into the mat. Okay, from here when you're ready, as you exhale, we're going to lift up the head, neck and shoulders. As your arms come down by your side, you're looking in between both your legs. Good. Now hold here. Keeping my head at that height, I'm going to send both my arms straight up in line with my ears. And now I'm going to relax all the way back down. Okay, exhale, lifting up. Keeping your head at that height, you're going to send your arms straight up in line with the ears. And then relax all the way back down. 1 more. Exhale here, lift. Arms go up in line with the ears. And then relax back down. And this time we lift, we're going to go up and hold. Exhale here, lifting up. I want you to grab the backs of your thighs. Can you lift up a vertebra higher, dropping the shoulders away from the ears? Now notice, has your bum started to lift, I want you to feel as though you're going to drop your tailbone down. So I just created more space across the front of my tummy there. Okay, from here I'm going to open up both my arms out left and right into a T. Now interlace the fingers, find the back of your head, lift your chin up and off from your chest. Open up both those arms back out into a T. Find the back of your thighs here, lift back up. Can you get a vertebra higher? Drop the shoulders from the ears and drop your tailbone down. Open back out into a T. Find the back of your head here, we're gonna hold. Can you lift your chin up and off from your chest a little bit more? Allow the weight of your head to drop into your arms, so take the pressure off your neck. Now, this movement's going to be small. As I exhale, I'm gonna look just to the outside of my right knee, lifting my right shoulder blade up. I come through center, so it's a small chest lift with rotation. As I go over to the left hand side, I look to the outside of my left knee. As I look to the right, think you're reaching your left armpit towards your right knee. Come through center, make your movement smaller. Now smaller. Come through center, but get more height. Come through center, over to the other side. One more, come through center, up and over to the other side. Come to center, pause, and relax all the way down. I just had a massive bowl of porridge, so that was really tough. Take an inhale. Exhale here, lift up the head, neck, and shoulders, come back up into flexion. I want you to bring your right leg into tabletop position. Now lift your left heel up and off from the floor. Slowly, can you swap your legs? Now I'm going slow. And I want you to stay going slow because those tummy muscles are going to work so much harder if we keep it really slow because they have to work hard to lift the weight of the legs. Now we're going to add a little bit more. As you swap the legs in the next time, I want you to lower your head. Next time as you lift, we're going to exhale. I want you to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Two more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now can you hold? Can you lift up a little higher from here? I'm slowly going to twist my left elbow towards my right knee. And then I'm going to swap. And I'm going to swap. Now keep your movement small again as you swap. Think of height rather than twist. Going for 3, for 2, one more, and relax all the way down. That's a marathon, well done. Allow your elbows to widen here, okay? And let's just do a little stretch while we're here. Allow both your knees to fall over towards the right hand side as you leave your left armpit, your left shoulder down into the mat. And that should feel really nice there, really nice stretch underneath the armpit. Take an inhale. Exhale here, come through center. Bring both the knees over towards the left hand side as you leave your right armpit, right shoulder down into the mat. Good. Now come back into center here. We're going to circle the arms around, drop your hands down by your sides. Your shoulders are nice and relaxed here. Our feet are still hip width apart. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to do one more pelvic curl. We're going to slowly curl our pubic bone towards our nose. We're going to lift up our bum, lower back, middle back, upper back. You're going to feel the legs after today. I want you to pull the heels back towards the shoulders. Again, so we're not moving the feet. Pull the heels back towards your shoulders. Now from here, I want you to lift up your toes, the balls of your feet. Can you now pull the heels to the shoulders and then drop them down? Lift up the toes, the balls of your feet. Pull the heels to the shoulders and drop them down. One more. Lift up the toes, the balls of your feet. Pull the heels to the shoulders. Drop down. Now you can come all the way down if you need a bit of a break, but feeling up to it, bring your right leg to tabletop. I want you to hinge from the hip as you allow the right toes to lower. Exhale, lift. Hinge from the hip. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Hinge. Exhale, lift. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Drop your right foot to the floor. Lift that pelvis up. Draw the knees closer, blessed with another leg. We're gonna bring the left leg to tabletop. Hinge from the hip. Exhale, lift. Now push through the backs of the arms. We hinge. Exhale, we lift. Again, we hinge. Exhale, lift. We go 2 more. 1 more. Drop the foot down. Lift the pelvis higher. Can you send both your arms straight up towards the ceiling? Send them up and overhead if that feels good for your shoulders. If you're not happy, leave your arms down by your side. Take an inhale. Exhale here, come all the way down. Well done, you made it. Circle those arms out left and right into a T. I want you from here to lift your right leg to tabletop. And now place your right shin bone over your left thigh. If that feels too much, send your left foot a little bit further away. Now slowly allow the left knee to fall over towards the left-hand side as you look to the right. And feel as though you're pushing your right knee away from you. Take an inhale. And exhale, pull all the way back to center. Drop your right foot down. Lift up the left leg, place the shin bone up and over the right thigh. Allow the knee to fall over towards the right as you look to the left, pushing the left knee away. Inhale. And exhale, pull all the way back to center. Dropping the foot down, slowly roll over onto your right hand side, and we're gonna lift ourselves all the way up. We're gonna come to standing. And guys, you're finished. Well done, really, really good. Gonna feel those legs.